Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today, as you might have already guessed, I am detaching my backyard. I already did my front yard and I can show you the results in a few minutes. But first, let me walk you through the process and why this is something you really want to consider for your lawn. And the benefits are incredible. What I'm working with here is a greenworks dethatcher, and there are several other types that you can go with. This is the one I went with, and it does the job. They all work in a similar fashion. Some of them come with a bag. I didn't get the bag for mine, and I'm glad I didn't spend the extra money because as you can see, that the bag is gonna fill up pretty quick, especially on those units, because it has a much smaller bag than your normal lawnmower bag. Let's take a look underneath. So underneath, what you see, what's doing all this magic is these spikes, you could say, you can call them. They have different names. And one thing you want to make sure is that when you install these, you install them correctly. Right here, it shows you the figure of how the spring-loaded fins need to be installed. So make sure you do that correctly, otherwise you're not going to be satisfied with the results, because it's not going to stand up and have resistance against it when it's rolling. It's just going to bend. You see, it likes to bend more this way, and it's not going to claw on the dead grass in your lawn. To do that, you just need to remove these screws and bolts. Each one has two, and then you can pry on it with a screwdriver to pull it out. I like to pry in this corner right here. I found it to be easier than to pry on the end where the manual says. So this is where all the magic happens. The next thing that you want to pay attention to is your cord. Your cord is very important, because if you're not using the correct gauge cord, you're going to trip the circuit breaker, which is right here, which protects your motor from overheating and burning. And that is something you don't want to have happen. It will cost you your machine, because if that motor is gone, there's no point of repairing it. The cost will most likely be higher than buying a new one. These run fairly cheap, a little over $100, and you can even find used ones for a lot cheaper. And that's because I feel that that's going to be my case too. Once I'm done with this, I'm not sure when am I going to need to do this again, because what you're looking at is at least a decade of not detaching my grass. Another cool trick is that you can tie this together. I haven't done that on mine before you attach it, but that's what you really want to make sure you have on yours. You just feed it through here, and then you hook it, and then you're good to go. And now the results. So I'm not doing this on the most ideal weather. It's still a bit damp. It's much better if the lawn is dry, but my schedule does not help, and so that's that. If you have a more flexible schedule, you probably would want to wait till your lawn is a bit more dry. It will not claw on your dethatcher, and it will be much easier for the machine to work. So as you can tell, I still have to do this area. It looks good from here, but when you zoom in, that's when you see what's underneath and what needs to be still to be pulled out. When that is pulled out, you're gonna see something like that. So this area used to look like this area, just needs regular mowing, but look how much was hiding down there, trapping the grass, preventing it from growing freely, and not allowing the fertilizer to go all the way down there and do its magic. We can go to the front and I can show you. It's also a bit windy today, beginning of the spring. And oops, what do we have here? I'll have to come back for you, get you out of there. The front lawn is already done. It does need a mowing too. That's the plan, at least today or tomorrow at some point. And then this here has already been treated and it looks phenomenal. It grew a lot faster after I've done this treatment, and it looks a lot fluffier, and just needs more mowing for the grass to thicken up and grow faster. So this is what you get afterward. And then if we can look here, there isn't much left at the roots. It's pretty clean and it's a lot healthier. When you fertilize it, it's gonna take that fertilizer a lot quicker and grow and be healthier a lot faster. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe and share. Thank you for your time.